So basically same thing as the rear door. So you'll have to go back to my rear door video, which I will link that in the comment section of this video. Again, pop off the plastic trim here, front side, pop it off, piece back here, from the top corner, pop it off, 7 mil, 7 mil, 7 mil, okay, 7 mil, 7 mil, 7 mil here, 7 mil here, and then a 7 mil on the bottom of the door, 7 mil on the bottom of the door. This comes off, and then you'll reach back there and unplug your electrical connectors after you slide the door up and out of the channel, and then you'll pull this off here. So you'll pull down on this tab, slide this up out of the door. Be very careful because these will break easy. And then what I do is I have a ratcheting 10 mil, and I feed it up inside the door here. And there's 2 studs on the back of this handle. One stud here, and there's another stud right underneath it. I take those 2 nuts off. I come out here, pull the back bolt out. Then I go inside this channel. This sits inside here, like so. And I'll take my fingernail and push those 2 clips, pop the top, push the bottom, take the, if you have that wire, some of you may not have that wire, and I'll just pull it through, and that goes to your keypad. No. That goes to the smart, touch inside this handle. That's the smart touch. The keypad goes different. The keypad goes from here down into the door, and then right here. That's your keypad one. That's your smart touch. You may not have either options, and this may not even be in there. Once you get that out, you're going to be down to this here. You're going to take a 1/4 inch drive extension, and you're going to push the 1/4 inch drive tip inside the tongue, and it's going to push open the teeth. You're going to slide the handle out. This right here. And then you're going to push it right in between those teeth right there. You release it, and as you're releasing it, you're going to pull the handle right out of it. Some people don't mind going back in here and picking it out. I ain't doing all that. I'll show you. I hope you can see some of it. Just like that. Let it hang. Be careful. Don't let it scratch up your paint. And you'll take a pair of needle nose pliers and you'll try to get the cable out. There's a few push tabs. And you got your handle up. You can see how flimsy that gasket is. It don't really do nothing. That's where all the water's getting. It's getting around that gasket down into the door. You see how rotten and corroded a lot of that stuff is starting to get? All that lithium grease that's already dried up. look. You see a little bit of water tracking on that shield, so it's somewhat doing its job. And whoever put this in here, they actually did get it in here all the way, which is good. Well, let's go through and update this thing. Remember, go ahead and clean all around this handle. Let's clean everything real quick. You can see I put the first block in there, and it's got a little elbow that goes around to the side. It's these blocks right here. The next one I have to put in there is this one, but it can be a bear. It goes up over that cable, and I'm probably gonna need 2 hands to do this. I don't know. Come on. Now that those 2 foam pieces are in there, you're gonna get that little round piece that goes over that, and then you're gonna grease the front of it. You want the notch facing down. Before I put that grease on there, I ran a bead of TA357 right here. You can put a little bit more in there. So I had to switch the foam pieces out. I needed the slot to open this way. That slot opened that way. So I had to switch to the other one to make sure I had the right one. You see how it fits down in there a little bit more. Like I said, it's been a little while since I did this, but I'm showing you how I do it my way and the customers don't come back. And now I'm going to grease all, this is the thin line of TA30 along the side of that. And now I'm going to grease all along the face of that to seal it up. There you go, I got it all greased up so no water can get in around that cable. Okay, I want to show you how I hooked the door up temporarily, roll the window all the way down, pull the window channel out to the side, roll the window back up, and then I fed this black channel in there. Now I'm going to roll the window back down and put the trim back in around that channel. So now it's back down, and I'm going to push all this back in. Okay, you see the channel's back in all the way down. And then you'll see that plastic. Alright, I got a thin bead of TA30 around that. Now I'm going to grease everything up and slide the handle in, but very carefully. Got to slide that lock latch back in there. Be very careful when you put this back in there, because you're going to get your hand and get shit all over the place if you're not careful. There's these little wiper clips if you look. see that little clip right there on the back? It's got like the barcode thing on it. That just clips onto that cable once you put it back on the handle. I put it in afterwards. I just slide my hand up in there. And those little wiper clips are for all 4 doors. The part number is right there. Your little 3Z 1526 4 Bravo 28 Alpha. Apple. I'm ready to go home. Okay, I got it all dressed up and cleaned up all evenly all the way around. Maybe just a tad bit right here needs to be fixed. Anyhow, and I even took some of that XG12 grease and greased up that part right there. Now water ain't gonna get in there anymore. That's for sure. And it looks good on the truck. Really looks good on the truck. Now put this door panel and stuff back together. Really, you can stop right there, but what Ford really wants you to do is they want you to pull this outer channel. I'll show you real quick. They want you to pull this outer channel, and they want you to put silicone from the inner strip all the way down to that right there. They want that whole piece right there siliconed, so no water gets down inside that. And they give you these long pieces of foam. I gotta get organized. They give you these long pieces of foam to go in that channel, and then you silicone on top of them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because it doesn't really do anything, but I put them in there anyway, and then the job is done at that point. I'll stick them in real quick and show you. Okay, so I went through and I cleaned this channel out. And now you got to run a bead of silicone from that clip all the way forward. Okay, I ran it from there all the way to there. And a little bit more over there. Now what you'll do is you'll take one of those pieces of foam and put it right on top of that bead. Like so. Now you can see with that window up, that window crushes that gap closed, so you got silicone and foam underneath there, and that's a really tight fit now. Before it was kind of loose. The main culprit to most of these doors freezing is this right here. Almost every single one of them I find water trapped right behind this. Even with the new piece of foam that Ford gives you, it's still this right here. So that's why I do them this way, because that foam is not enough to seal these door handles up. Now I'm going to hang this cable here with a little bungee, and I'm going to spray a ton of silicone down inside this cable. I'm going to flood this cable. And you'll go up here and you'll seal up this corner right here with some TA30 silicone. Seal this corner up completely right here. Put some there, go up to the corner, go around the top, seal that up. Now that I've let that silicone run through, cable for a while. Well, it ain't focusing right now because battery's going low. I filled that up with that XG13, that grease. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the door and everything back together. Now I'm going to cut the tip of this rubber grommet off that goes on the actual lock cable, and then I'm going to split it down one way and split it on the other way. Well, here's what it looks like all cleaned up and put back together.